opening round of the college football playoff. And now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. This is the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the LSU Tigers, taking on last season's national champions, the Florida State Seminoles. Three-Way Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. Throw now on first down. Caught behind the line. It's York. He's starting, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
Where you get the running back involved, just get his hands on the football. Also, nice easy screen, gets the quarterback settled into the game. Nice easy throw, and look at this, it ends up being a huge play.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Completion, that's about 9 yards. Not enough for the first, and it's fourth down. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The Noles pick up enough yardage for a first down.
Well, this is football today, whether you're watching the NFL or college football. Coaches go for it on fourth down. Here's the opening drive. Fourth down on their own side of the 50. Don't even blink. They go for it. To their credit, they pick it up, and they're thinking about trying to get points here on this opening drive.
And the Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. Grab behind the line. It's York. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Second down after that short completion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Garrett. Impressive spin there. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
But it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
First and 10 play coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. The short hands, it's Sampson. Tackled immediately, and not before he gets the ball inside the 20.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
The Seminoles looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. On the run, it's York. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Swung by the pass rush, a sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to throw it on third and very long. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. With that miss, the score remains the same.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. And now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Running up the middle, but stopped for no gain.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. Looking to pass here on second down. Caught by the receiver. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
You know, they're completing passes, but they're not getting the ball downfield. It puts a lot of pressure on your receivers to make plays after the catch. Now you're third down and long. You're going to have to get the ball thrown downfield if you want to be able to put drives together.
Offense will try to convert a third and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. And they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Hand off to the back. Breaks into the clear. They bring it down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Chris, it feels good to see an LSU team be able to run the football when you know they're going to run it. I mean, they've been doing it forever, going all the way back to like Jacob Hester and Kevin Falk. His ability to run the ball and catch out of the backfield. Leonard Fournette. And, of course, Clyde Edwards-Helaire on that great 2019 team. And now, LSU stable of backs again on this roster, too.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Snags the quick throw. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
You know, on a slant route, you'd like to see some big yards after the catch. But the defense has such tight coverage, there's just nowhere to go. That's a win for the defense, even though they gave up a completion.
Now it's 2nd down here. Looking to throw here. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. In the clear at the 25. Tackle made after a big gain. Will be 1st and goal at the 7.
Well, that's exactly why you dial up a screen. The defense is over-committing to the pass rush and trying to apply pressure on the quarterback. Great execution, plenty of space available, and, man, he had a convoy downfield to help him pick up big yards.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Touchdown, LSU, as they claim the lead in this playoff game.
Well, that is a textbook opening drive for this offense. Good job of blending the run with the pass. Had a little more success throwing the football, but when it became crunch time, they gave that ball to that running back, and he knows how to get the ball into the end zone.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. In the first play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. On 1st down, it's play action. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Oh, that one's picked off. Could take it all the way. Now the 40, the 30, at the 20. And he steps out of bounds after a great return. What a hit. Sets up the offense in great position.
Chris, I think I could hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping them out of the end zone.
Has it back to the end zone. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the 1st down.
The offense knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. We reach the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the 2nd period. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. They test the middle, but get stuffed. That one goes nowhere.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Defense bringing out some big fellas trying to stuff the run here. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
This would be a big disappointment to get this starting field position. They have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and 10. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And now the defense able to bring him down.
Wow, great stop here by this defense to bring us to 4th down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, you take a chance to try to get that touchdown.
So you run 4th down, out comes the field goal team. And that one straight down the middle. And they add to their lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Well, they thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. And in an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that, just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Grab behind the line, it's Garrett. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Short completion, a 3rd down play coming up. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Caught near the sticks. And Sampson, not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down.
Good job here by this offense coming up with his 1st down on that 3rd down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time, they convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Good job here by the quarterback putting that ball in the air where the receiver can make a play on it. And I tell you, Florida State has had some great receivers over the years, and this kid is really living up to that.
Offense beginning to click on this drive as they try to reach the end zone for the first time today. And the Noles are in the red zone. Play action fake, looking to throw. He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Noles. A much-needed counterpunch delivered. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball is even thrown.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Looking deep downfield to the left. What a catch! They get him down at the 41, but it's good enough for a first down.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The game moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. They'll run it here. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Tigers. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
But it was just a matter of time till this guy found a seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that 2nd and 3rd level, and with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
The extra point makes it a 10-point game. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Move right down the field for a touchdown. Quarterback looking to scramble. Football comes out. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. They're lucky that time.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. Felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. On the move now. On the move, looking deep down the right side. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously, but I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape, broke loose from the pocket, and put the ball on a string, but just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Here we go. It's 4th down and long from the 42. A chance for the defense to make a stop and take over in plus territory. Running out of time in the pocket. Incomplete. A huge 4th down stand by this defense.
Well, Chris, there's crazy, then there's what we just saw. I'm not sure what this head coach is thinking. Late in the game, trailing by a bunch, I get. But you've got time. Way too early in this game to go for it on 4th and a mile.
An inside give now from the shotgun. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Not quickly. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. So the holding call on the offense will back them up 10, and they'll try it again. Important 2nd down play coming up. Wants to throw it. Fired into a tight window and picked off. He's bringing it back. Past the 20. Touchdown, Florida State. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
Chris, that second-tier defender or linebacker sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw him. The quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
The extra point cuts the lead to 3, 17-14. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. in the final 3 minutes of the half. It's a toss to the left side. Got the first down and still motoring. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time. You set it down to the offense. 1st and 10. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Toss play to the outside. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
And that pass is hauled in over the middle. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short. And here comes the punter onto the field. It's a low punt, won't travel very far. And the return ends with the man stepping out of bounds. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for his big tight end. Catch is made down the middle. That's good for a first down near the 40.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Fires it to the wideout. The junior trying to take a shot, but overthrows his man.
Oh, man, I really like the route here by this wide receiver. Does a nice job of separating, creates some space there. The quarterback, unfortunately, just puts that ball too far out in front of him.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Here's the throw deep downfield. Caught way downfield and still running inside the 20. Finally stopped at the 4. Great catch and run. A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. 1st and goal. Great chance to take the lead before halftime. And he drops back in the gun. Oh, the pass rush gets home. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. From the shotgun, drops back. Looking to scramble. Fires it on the move. Makes the catch just inside the right sideline. That's a big gain. Finally marked out after a big gain, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. Knocks that one right down the middle. And the game is now tied. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Noles will kick this away to begin the second half. Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They're looking for some points to jump on top here as we get the third quarter going. Quick throw, catch made. Breaks a tackle in the clear now. He rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Chris, is it possible to be DBU and wide receiver U at the same time? I think the LSU fans think it's possible. They always seem to have great defensive backs, and they always have pass catchers that just show up and show out week after week, year after year.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback dropping back. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Pump over the middle. It's Fernandez. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Handoff in a single back formation. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. He made a nice play in the backfield.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. Receiver makes the catch. They finally tackle him at the 4. It's a solid gain in the pitch and catch.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
That's a new set of downs, and it's first and goal for the offense. They'll run it to the left. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together and stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Yes, caught. Can he get in? And tackled there by the defense.
Well, that completion gets them a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with third down coming up.
Defense clearly setting up to stuff the run here. Third and goal, trying to make it on the ground. Touchdown, LSU, to put them on top now. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back, feeding the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with the hot hand.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. It's going to bring up second down.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. He's running out of time here. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Here's a target, and it's complete. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
And the Seminoles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the football. The pocket breaking down. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. He makes the grab. He'll go down right there. Worked his way for a short gain, but not enough for the first down.
You know, you roll the dice here as a defense when you play man-to-man. The thing is, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback. If you don't, he's got time, and now he can look at that defense and figure out where is his best one-on-one matchup, and he makes a big play there.
It's a run to the left. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run, you can go to play action, and really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, as you know, the reason this team has such a nice lead today is the day that this guy has had running the football. But that time, finally, the defense comes up with an answer for him.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Catch made on the right side. Finally get him way down at the 2. Nice pitch and catch.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU.
Hey, Chris, 1, 2, 3. This is his 4th rushing touchdown in this game alone. This guy has a chance to not only be player of the game, maybe player of the week in the whole sport.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Returner looking to make a play here. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. First and 10, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up. It's Sampson. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. They're going to run it. It's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. The Seminoles will come to the line on fourth down, hoping to keep this drive going. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. They can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Chris, I understand being down a couple scores, it's fourth down, you've got good field position. Hey, let's keep this drive alive. I understand why you go for it. Unfortunately, not able to execute it. This could cost him the ball game.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
That gain makes him second and medium. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. And as we reach the end of three, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, it seemed like the offense is trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there, but Give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
So on fourth down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. The field goal is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in fourth down in their territory and got stopped. He escapes the pocket. It's a deep shot to the right. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. It's another deep shot. And that one's picked off. What a play. Look out, he's in the clear. Inside the 20. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And now the handoff. And they'll stop him after a short gain. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. They'll hand it off. Fighting off the defender. Touchdown, Tigers. They continue to roll up the score. The back is not going to be denied there. It's a red zone rushing touchdown.
Chris, as you know, when you get down in this red zone, you're most likely going to have to break a few more tackles because everything becomes so much more condensed. That's exactly what happened here. That's a great touchdown run.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. The sure hands. It's Garrett. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
Second down play coming up. A play action looking to throw. They'll take a deep shot here. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. And just like that, in one play, they've moved into scoring position at the 23.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's York. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound. Right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Short completion there. Second down coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there. And the offense will have a first and goal. And the Noles are moving quickly down the field. It's a keeper. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take a lead in this game at some point.
Second and goal for the offense. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
And he'll set up to throw. Intercepted in the end zone.
Oh, man, that was not a great throw right there. Pass is intercepted on the 2-point try. You have to wonder why they decided to go with that call.
So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Grinding away on the ground. And the Soft are able to bring him down quickly. Third down after that running play. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Running play called on 3rd and short. Stopped right there at the line, no gain. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And he lets it land, and it'll just bounce out of bounds. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Their championship dream's not quite dead yet, but it's desperation time. They've got to get something going right now. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead, and I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
The complexion of this drive suddenly changing. One massive play, and they're closing in on the red zone now with the first down. Catch made in space. Look out. Tackle quickly at the 10, but now the offense really threatening to score. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
That sack makes it 2nd down and forever. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking for the wideout. Oh, almost intercepted for a second time today. Couldn't quite hold on, but it brings up 3rd down.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Offense facing 3rd down after the incompletion. Handing off on the draw play. They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up 4th down. chip away at this lead. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Looking downfield near the end zone. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big fourth down stop.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the fourth quarter of a fourth down play. They step up yet again. Now you get the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. He'll hand it off. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
With an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Man, I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today, making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
Leonard takes the toss, runs to his left. Breaks free. Breaks into the clear. At the 20. Inside the 10. Steps out of bounds after a huge gain on the play, but there was a flag down, so we'll have to check that out. And the big play wiped away. That's a costly flag on the offense. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Ball handed off. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Same tailback, another carry. And he's brought down, and that should do it for the ball game. Well, this head coach told us we prepared well.